the brand new Knight Captain under the watch, alongside with everything that's happened finally over and all that, there's a moment of rest amongst the sins and someone actually being released from prison, and there's a bit of the concern for like Gowther. Are you okay, Gowther? No, I think you've broken yourself. Okay, that's not terrifying at all. Oh dear, Gowther, please run away. Oh god, he's gonna kill us all. Can I just say the fact that like when we immediately saw like Merlin in that bath, I was like those bubbles. I was just rising and flying to that occasion, and like Escanor, like it's alright. You want to pamper the nice lady like that? Although I was gonna be like, okay, really? You're like one of the strongest pinnacle of human beings, and you're there like rubbing her fucking toes, giving them massage. Oh yes, lady, and all that. I'll give you all of this. It's like, man, you know full well that the fact that you're the strongest pinnacle of strength and she's the strongest pinnacle of magic. It's like you two are destined to be a couple. Just get it all there. I'm sure she would appreciate the more masculine form of Escanor, like I think. But it's like, I don't know. I got quite a bit of the giggle seeing that, as it's like Hauser was like, oh, guess I got to rebuild everything. Oh, everything's fixed. Fuck. He's just looking at it. He's like, oh, and it's like Merlin's like, nothing's, not everything's fixed. Besides, we got fixed, like, the people's hearts and all that fucking shit. But regardless of what, this is the time for a little bit of the break. Let's enjoy ourselves for the moment, for the meantime. And I like the fact that like Merlin, like when she sees like Meliodas and like Barn just comes in, she doesn't phase, like, hey, you're seeing me, like I'm naked and all that. I don't give a fuck and all that. Like, just enjoy the beauty that is Merlin. Like, just like look at the awe of it. Like, it's amazing. And straight up, even when like you saw like there was a little bit more of a continuation between like the whole little Barn and Meliodas stuff that we had last week, where he was like grabbing him, giving him a noogie, and he's like, yeah man, like don't worry about yesterday and all that. I didn't know what to make after what happened and all that. And it's like, it's not changing anything between us, and like immediately the two are like back together like how they was. Like, so I get to kind of enjoy that, like oh yeah, Barn and Meliodas, they're back to normal, although, you can still, like, there is still tension, I think there is, like, he's just wanting to hide, and it's like, yeah, let's not, like, worry about this shit too much, like, for the most part. And definitely, I feel like, right after that, it was like, okay, we need a new captain after everything, like, that's happened, and it was like, oh yeah, it might be a little bit of a sudden thing that I want like a new captain for the Holy Knights and all that, and it's like, who should we vote and all that, and it's like, well, Slater should be up there, and it's like, well, what about the others and all that, and it's like, like, oh, what about, like, we have, like, the, Dreyfus and all that, like, why didn't we have, like, Dreyfus and Henderson come back, and it's like, well, one, like, how many people really trust them after them coming back? Especially, it's like, well, Dreyfus, you can kind of get away. Oh, he's been possessed all this time. That makes sense. And, like, with Hendrickson, no, I don't think anyone's really going to trust him. It's like, hey, we just destroyed it. And the new captain of the Holy Knights isn't what everyone thought it was going to be, where, oh, it's going to be Gilthunder. No, it's the fact that it's going to be, like, out of everyone, Hauser. Like, Hauser's going to be the one that leads them all. And then, strangely enough, with the finale of the chapter leading us to, like, what exactly is happening to Gowther, as Gowther's being released, and he's like, he just keeps saying the same thing, I'm the 7 deadly sins goat, and then I'm the 7 sins goat. He just keeps saying that, and then really darkly just starts saying, I'm the 10 commands himself, the Gowther, and it seems like he's starting to break down. Like, I'm generally wondering, like, what's happening. Clearly, there's a lot more going on with Gowther than actually meets the eye. Like, there's something, I think, like, the fact that it can't contain itself anymore. Like, what we've seen with Gowther, remember, like, the fact that the armor that he originally had was supposed to contain him, and now the fact that he's been on, like, the loose for a while. I think, like, this is why the fact that maybe they made, like, armor like this, or even, like, Merlin took care of, like, this guy in the first place. It was like only Merlin was the one like capable, able to like kind of calm down fucking Gowther at this point. But yeah, he sounds like a broken record player at the moment. He's just like, he's like, I'm 776, I'm 776, I'm gonna kill everyone. Like, it just sounds like he's gonna go doing that. I'm very scared, so yeah, Gowther, you might want to stay away from him for a little bit. He seems like he's going to have a little bit of the worrying time. And the final panel we did get to see is that, like, but it seems like King is training to get his wings. He's still like, somebody's like, why aren't they fucking growing? I need to grow. And then immediately it's like, Diane's like, why isn't this dance working? And the two meet each other. completely butt naked. Yes, because, you know, why not? It's just like, let's have the two of them meet together and maybe, you know, we get a little bit more of the, like, the whole relationship between the two of them. Let's see a little bit more development, and since, you know, the whole memory thing has been happening, and the fact that Diane and, like, definitely King were the two, like, low players that haven't done too much so far, like, out of everyone, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they have. I really hope Diane just turns straight back to normal. Like, that's all I want. Like, I want her to be back to normal, because I really didn't like how she was going with her memory loss. Like, it was really, actually getting really annoying for me and all that, and it was a shame because I think she was, like, her and King were, like, kind of turning down to the lower end of, like, both strengths and just my favorite. Like, I didn't like the characters that much, like, as I used to at the start of the series, and it was like, no, like, you got high up the list, you got, like, obviously, like, you got Escanor, you got, like, after all of that, you got Palm, Meliodas, Merlin, you got all these people coming into it, and it's like, they didn't do too much, and I was like, I'm hoping that, you know, they're gonna have a little bit more, because the other sins are just completely outshining them, so I'm hoping that something's gonna be happening with them sometime soon. But I think it was definitely a good chapter. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a Gowther at the moment with a broken record, but it was like, I mean, the Hauser stuff, I was like, okay, like, yeah, it's Hauser, like, it's like, it's the same thing as I always said, I don't particularly give a fuck too much for Hauser or, like, any of, really, the Knights and all that. If it's maybe Gil, maybe, but, like, if this is, like, a time for him to, like, redeem himself, or even any of the characters become, like, slightly interesting again, then I would like that. But the fact that it's like, no, we got to give this to the new generation, and the fact that we're not going to give it back to Dreyfus, we're not going to give it back to Hendrickson, it's like, no, let's give it to this chucklefuck out of everyone and all that. And it's like, I'd rather him than, like, just what, like, Slater, or, like, some random guy from, like, that other fucking group, like, of people, like, so I'm looking forward to what they're going to be doing with that, and hopefully, you know, the fact that maybe some of the, like, the Knights and all that can slightly redeem themselves, and maybe actually become, like, really interesting again. We'll have to wait and see, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll give it, like, a solid, like, 7.5 to 8. I thought it was a good chapter, although that Merlin Bass scene, though, I think you guys can tell why that was my favourite scene out of all the part of the chapters and all that this week. But that's all from me. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you beautiful bastards, though, next time.